Three.
Okay, so one by the knee.
What does the
Yeah.
guy do?
Okay.
One step?
And then the outside swivel, he's going back, she goes forward, 2, 3.
So we're just, it feels like you're not doing much.
Yeah. And recover. Slip. I'm in closed position and he's facing diagonal line of wall, actually. Okay? Change of direction, 1/4 left face turn. He's gonna step forward and do the second step like he's gonna do a left turning box and then just draw the feet. So it's gonna be 1, 2, draw. And that's your change of direction. And ends up closed position, diagonal line and center. You get turned around facing reverse and you're gonna have a whole lot of problems with what comes next with our hover. Closed position, hover. Man chasse, lady roll left to shadow. That's the cue. So he's doing a through and chasse, and the ladies are doing a through left face roll 3 steps to shadow line of dance. 1, 2, 3 for her, and he puts the and in there. And we end up now with both of us with the right foot free. That's your transition. Okay? So let's try it.
Yeah.
On the roll. Okay, so when you do the transition, you do your hover. Great, now, girls, don't turn early. Go through with him first. And then turn, 2, 3.
Okay.
So you gotta go through on that first step. And then forward and chasse.
I think I turned the wrong way. So when you go through,
You turn left.
go this way.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Okay, closing your feet. Your open wide turn. So he's turning right
Once you
face,
get it.
Yeah.
forward side
Same
back,
with shadow
back
reverse.
side forward, turning 3/4 overall. And you're in shadow, so ladies, you're gonna stay on his right side. So it's gonna be forward, side, back, back, side, forward. And we end up diagonal line and center. We go 3/4 of the way around. Okay, so we're starting with the right foot free for both. Turning right face, forward, side, back, back, side, forward. So open right turn, so you're not closing your feet. You're gonna do a hover telemark, so remember that it's a dual cue. He's doing a forward moving hover with no change of direction, and she is doing the telemark on the second count. He's creating it. So we're doing our first step like a hover. He's going forward. Now he's going side and forward between her feet, but with a right face upper body rotation, which is going to create her telemark. And then you both step out to semi-close, so that's your hover telemark. Doesn't matter where you're facing, fellas. If you're facing diagonal center and you do a hover telemark, it's going to end up with him facing diagonal center. 1, 2, 3. So no matter where you're facing on a hover telemark, there's no change of travel direction. So hover telemark. 1, 2, 3. And your partner's feet. Not out here. So when we do a cross pivot, he's crossing in front of me. Now, if I step out here as he's stepping out here, there's no way we're going to be able to pivot. Ladies, you've got to plant that foot between his legs and do a pivot. So it's a step here. Now, I'm going between his legs for the pivot. 1, 2, to sidecar. And then we can get into our cross hover. If you don't do a pivot, you'll never make a cross pivot. That's why it's called a cross pivot, because it is a pivot. And the ladies are initializing that pivot. She's driving. She's the driving force. And if she doesn't step in there, you can kiss it goodbye. Okay, so we're going to do one lap, our open reverse turn, which is the first measure of a diamond turn. So open reverse. Now, hover corte. He's going to continue moving backwards, hovering up on the second step and recovering back into a corte, actually to a banjo position in this particular case. Hover corte. He steps back. He steps side and rises up and recovers back into the corte.
Or taking
Bending the knee, banjo position.
but it's not like one or just
Yeah. So hover corte is a figure starting with a trailing foot free, and it normally turns basically halfway around, left face turn. And you're hovering up on the second step, and you're corteing on the third step to banjo position. Hover corte. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yes.
Okay?
So is it just the woman?
It just
Pardon?
is, it looks different when she's doing it.
No, he does too. Facing diagonal line and wall, trailing foot free. The open finish, he's stepping back, ladies are stepping forward. He's turning left face as he takes a side step, and he's continuing rotation so that he can get his foot to go past hers to banjo. And we end up diagonal line and center, and that's your open finish. Meaning, feet are open, and you're not in closed position, okay? So the open finish, 1, 2, 3,
Like a feather finish.
okay? Any kind of a feather is gonna end in banjo position. This particular one, we're starting in banjo, so we're gonna just stay there. We don't have to change positions.
Dark
It's a
hair,
curved feather.
long,
So to
long
me,
dark hair.
curve means curve. And it's going to curve approximately 3/8. So he's going to do forward, 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 curving 3 steps to banjo. Ladies, you are taking very tiny steps behind your body as he's moving forward. So as he takes his forward step, she's taking a back step. As he's curving and stepping forward, she's placing her foot right directly behind her other foot. And then as he continues the rotation, he's checking forward, and the ladies are stepping back another little tiny step, but she's checking her action also, because the next thing we're going to do is go the opposite direction. Curved feather always ends with a check. You're always going to stop your motion going forward and then back up on the next thing.
So the woman's got, she takes that last back step that kind of leaves her.
Your
in a
feet
little
crossed.
knot,
Yes, your feet are crossed. So when you do your curved feather, she's doing back, 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 but they're little itty bitty tiny back steps just right behind your body. And he's doing the major part of the curve. She's on the inside of the curve and he's on the outside. So he's got a farther distance to travel. So it's 1, 2, 3. And then it's a back passing change, which is back, 2, 3.
Not mine. I'll make sure it's not mine.
Okay? We're going to do a through chasse to banjo maneuver, spin turn back to a hinge. So through chasse to banjo, maneuver, spin turn, and make sure you do a good spin turn. He's facing line dance diagonal wall. Back to a hinge. Back, he's stepping back, she's going forward. There is always rotation or turn, or not always, but 99% of the time. When you do a hinge, fellas, you're going to take first back step and then it's a side step, but there's turn in the middle. So you're going to step back, commencing left face turn, and now he's going to continue that turn, taking a side step, taking her right along with you. Continue rotation as you rise up, which brings her feet together. She's going to bring her left foot behind her right, very, very close. And then he's going to lower down, let his foot slide out, and the ladies are going out into the hinge. A lot of technique. Okay? So we do our spin turn. And now he's going to take 2 steps back, turning left. 1, 2. Now he does a rise up and rotates, which brings my foot around. I'm taking weight, but he isn't. And then we just lower into the hinge. Okay, let's try it.